Hello everyone, I'm Admin 1 of NEFX, and today I'm making a very big, positive announcement. I'm hereby declaring the beginning of the 2022 NEFX Summer Slaughterfest for Marathon. Now, you may ask a couple of things. First of all, why are you doing that when it's not yet summer? Because I'm cult and tacky. Basically, it's meant to be from mid-June through August, possibly early September, maybe a bit after to pick up loose ends, as the case may be. But the second question you may ask is, well, what about your hiatus from playing Marathon? True, I never really considered it to be a total hard hiatus in the sense that I could never, under any circumstance, allow myself to play Marathon until I had reached my goal of reaching a high enough threshold in my Marathon inventions. And obviously I've made exceptions and not only demos of my inventions, whether they be in the forms of maps or scripts or so on, in my YouTube videos, but I've also on rare occasion joined the fray in net games, specifically by hosting a couple of events for players who are very desperate to have net games, with the caveat, of course, being that they would only be on NEFX maps. But I feel like this is a good tradition to have. This should always be, as long as NEFX is around doing Marathon stuff, which it probably always would be, an annual Summer Slaughterfest event, where I do many Marathon related things in that time. Now, for a while, that was mainly in the form of net games. Currently, that's not the ambition, and in fact, I don't think I currently have the ability to host games. I could probably get that set up again, but that's not actually the point right now. The point is, I want to get back to Total Carnage playthroughs. Yes, solo play. So, naturally, that means that first things first, I want to pick up where I left off on the Total Carnage playthrough for Marathon Red. It's been, I think, over a year, and as you might recall, where we left off, we had gotten to a pretty good stable point in terms of having, a nearby save point, shields, ammunition, oxygen, I think even, at least no longer being in that slog of vacuum levels, spanning a few levels, which were very good and unique and challenging, but I'm also glad to be through them. But who knows what all else is in store. I don't even think we're necessarily about a third through the game. And it's known to be one of the more challenging scenarios. Certainly the hitboxes are fucked up. But that's one thing. And by the way, these plans I'm about to give, they may be expanded over time. I can already imagine there being odds and ends like the return of, say, survival matches, bot matches, etc. Maybe more bot match adventures where we go through some rarities from the Bungie archives. That's a series that's already in place that I haven't added to for quite a while. But actually, the bigger and more important thing, once I am finished with the playthrough for Marathon Red, which I'm sure will be done by the end of summer, is that I would like to actually do a Total Carnage playthrough of the scenario Tempus Irae. As you might recall, it's a very special total conversion scenario. It's one of the ones that you see when you go to alf1.lowan.org that actually takes place in Renaissance Italy. For the most part, you're basically time traveling back to, to give an oversimplified summary, keep the four from fucking up history. And so it actually deals with Leonardo da Vinci and things of that nature. It's a very unique concept for a scenario and it's done very well. It has very challenging combat, beautiful environments and sounds, a very unusual plot. It really stuck out to me. The thing of it is, the last time I played through that game was 10 years ago, and that's part of why I want to do a Total Carnage playthrough of it very soon. I suspect that it will start by the end of summer, if not earlier. We'll just see how things go. But I wanted to do that because not only is it the 10th anniversary of my playthrough of it, And by the way, that includes the hidden levels, which are especially challenging. They're basically bonus levels that are released separately from the main campaign. But it's also just very personally significant to me. At the time that I played through it, I was 19. It was the summer of 2012. That was a time of many things, including my discovery of Bowl of Heaven, actually. And I turned 20 at the end of that summer. So it was a very formative period in which Tempest Ray just happened to be there. Yeah, it's very powerful, and of course now I'm 29 and I'm going to turn 30, so it was a very timely arrival, and I think that'll probably make its way into parts of the playthrough. I won't make it like this big vlog, but there will probably be vlogging elements of it in there. I'll go through what I remember of the scenario and the resonance it had with me at the time, and what it has with me now. I'll also probably be going through, since I'm a mapper now and a general inventor for Marathon, I'll reflect a lot on how different levels are designed and the effects that they have, and what I and we all could learn from that in our own creation of maps. So it'll be very interesting, and I think I'll be coming back to Turtle Carnage playthroughs with kind of a refreshed perspective and energy from my time off from it. It'll be great. So I hope to see you there. It'll definitely be interesting. Probably the best playthroughs I've ever done. So if you like what you've seen before, strap in. It's going to get very interesting. I'll see you all then. Oh, and also please leave a review on simplicity.com for NEFX uploads. Don't think you can get away with that. Bye.